not the sexiest thing or the most appealing, but the work and guaranteed work. And that thing is consistency. So it may be boring, it may not be the most appealing thing, but what I'm gonna do when I do this speech is I'm gonna break it down into 3 key components. So I'm gonna kind of give the analogy of like pushing a wheel down a hill. So you're gonna start with push, gain, and then roll. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is push. And that's kind of when you start a new habit. So maybe you have a new goal, something that you want to start with, you want to start to be consistent in. You first have to push. Get a good push, create a new habit. I would say this kind of requires the most amount of energy at first. It takes a lot of effort. Then you probably still have a bit of an advantage on you, even when you finally start to create healthy habits. But this period is kind of like, when the wheels really start to roll down the hill, it's picking up speed. This is kind of where you close the gap between other people, and you also kind of really start to notice progress. And Darren Hardy actually explains this in a 2010 book that he wrote. He said that once you start seeing progress, it fuels the desire to keep going, which is really true. Like, as it starts to roll down a hill, it gets bigger and kind of brings more snow with it and collects, more snow. It is really good at creating shared respect, and people admire effort that they can recognize. And being consistent, really rubs off on others. I don't know how many people here are in like a leadership position, or maybe one day, like Andy said, he wants to be a coach to kids. This little piece of advice is probably beneficial. A 2022 Harvard Business Review study found that consistent behavior and reliability were rated higher than raw skill and leadership effectiveness.
Hapa jamaa tu akikam tu afanye ashamaliza mathematics yangu yote.
Young nigga run around too high. 12 pulling up, sweet little bitch that she turned out. Live for a lick, my rollie come off his wrist, come my kid. He got a bag out of stomach, the shit. When they hang, they on minutes.
Unacheki your time, alafu angalia nje. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. You don't know the teams?
Oh, wait. Well, I know it's MSU.
Yeah, MSU versus
the other team. I don't know yet. We'll see.
It's, I think, Detroit something, so I guess. We'll see. Yeah.
Does not trust anybody. Good call.
I love your guys' outfits.
Go green!
Go white! Kazi nipo lighting to make a game. Like game flani, I understand it's a huge game sort of thing. So I just try to take the atmosphere iko. On some cool shit, me bora nimejiba. I'm out of like the routine sort of thing. Ndo muhimu. What? Utapata kuna Kenozi anashanga hoja jamaa anado. Akimia stories afanya nini? Sema ajiweke. Afanya nini? Good job, man. Atina kafiti sisi teta. But I hope uko fit, honestly. It's been life has been interesting. Like the world is in some interesting situation. So I'm hoping all is well, man. I hope your family is doing good. You, especially, you're straight, your family, your friends, nigga. Straight.
Join us in Detroit mid-December with Michigan State Baptist Oakland. CC Arena. The action takes on Saturday, December 20th. And tickets are...
hawezi ni convince hii stuff haingii kwa opponent's brain. Kama msi akishapa airball wana shout airball, bro. There's no way as a player doesn't get to you. All these guys are low-key your haters if you're playing against them. Can you, bruh? That's how life is.